bitches. How's it going, fellas?
We're here to talk to you about our bodies.
More specifically, what goes on during that time of the month.
You know, when Auntie Flo comes to visit.
When the old red ribbon is hanging on the door.
Shark Week, the blob riding the cotton pony to Blood Town.
Our periods!
Because they're really not that big of a deal. Here are some facts.
From adolescence until middle age, the majority of women have their period once a month.
The bleeding generally lasts for between 3 to 5 days and produces about this much blood per hour. Fine, right?
Literally every woman you know does this. Periods are a totally healthy, normal thing.
In fact, the only threat to a woman's health during their period is that all the blood in the toilet will attract snakes and alligators that live in the sewers up the pipes.
And this honestly happens so often that you just get used to it.
That's why women go to the bathroom in groups, to fight off the gators. It's also why our purses are so big.
Biologically, women menstruate because instead of having a liver or kidneys, we each have a powerful demon that lives inside of us.
That's why we can't drink as much as you boys.
The demon lives on blood, so we drain ourselves of it monthly so it can't get too powerful and plunge the world into a terrible hellscape of our own making.
The demon lets our bodies know when we have to start bleeding by giving us cramps and making us super grumpy for just like a couple days.
It's totally natural, so get used to it.
Here are some myths that you may have been told.
Myth: you can't have sex on your period.
Not true. You just have to be careful of the teeth.
Myth: tampons make you lose your virginity.
The only thing that makes you lose your virginity is sex. This is just a thing to stop the blood that would otherwise pour out of us so fast that we'd be floating off the ground like a ball in a fountain.
Myth: period blood can be used to stop forest fires.
This isn't true. You're thinking of water.
So dudes, now that you have all the facts, let's just chill out with all of the period comments.
Because it's totally natural.
And it's totally normal.
And it happens to me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And it's not gonna stop just because you hate it.
Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you shit during your period and the toilet is just like a huge pool of blood and shit just floating around in there together and mixing up like just a big old tiki cocktail of bodily waste. Oh, yeah, that part of it is pretty gross.
What do you got for me, Davies?
Triple homicide. The victim's wounds perfectly match what we saw last month in Columbus. We got a serial killer on our hands.
Whoever did this is one sick fuck who wanted to see his victims tortured. When we find this asshole, I'm gonna make sure he pays.
She pays.
What are you saying, Davies?
She pays, detective. We have strong evidence to suggest the killer is a woman.
Really?
Surveillance footage clearly shows a female figure.
Shit.
Yeah. Now, we have a lot of work to do. Do you think maybe we should head
This
back?
is the goddamn coolest lady in the world.
I'm sorry, detective?
I know. It's terrible what she did, but it's just kind of like, damn. You go, girl.
What?
Serial killing is such a male-dominated field. What a serious blow to that glass ceiling.
I don't think that that's what we should be focusing on now.
I know. What she did is unforgivable. She must be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Why are you smiling, detective?
Sorry, it's just I've been waiting my whole career for this. This is very inspiring for little girls everywhere.
A serial killer is not a good role model for children.
No, of course not. She's a psychopath. She needs to be locked up.
Yes, definitely.
Can you imagine the movie they're gonna make about her one day? Oh my god, I hope they get Jennifer Lawrence to play me.
15 totally innocent men died. Do you have no sympathy for the victims if they're men?
Of course I do. God, I'm not gonna be able to sleep until she's caught. But, just like, come on, totally innocent? Yeah, right.
What does that mean?
I just mean they're men. You know, how innocent are they?
Detective!
Never mind. Look, you're right. This is a horrific crime. It's indefensible. Not a single one of those men deserve this.
Yes, Now we have work to do.
But this is great.
What?
Not as an act, but
We're women. I mean, we're really breaking through barriers right now.
Detective!
we're a disturbed person. We need to find this monster as quickly as possible.
But how many female serial killers can you name? Because I can only name like 2.
Do I need to remind you that she hung her victims up from the ceiling with their intestines?
And that is the most villainous thing I have ever heard in my entire life.
But wow. I mean, can you imagine the upper body strength she has to lift up these men?
We have a job to do. You are enjoying this way too much.
Look, I fully grasp how appalling she is, but damn it, Davies. I'd be lying if I said I didn't dream of a world where both men and women were constantly afraid, and not just women.
Detective, we have her on the line.
You better talk to us.
Wait, a woman lead detective?
Yeah. I'm so glad you noticed.
You go, girl.
Thank you, Reka. That was a very cute presentation. Okay.
You know what? My presentation was many things. It was comprehensive, it was well-researched, it was thoughtful, but one thing it wasn't was cute. I mean, I doubt you would use that word to describe any of the big men in here's work. So if you could refrain from using that word to describe my work, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Did that sound okay? Was I naggy or like bitchy? Maybe you didn't mean anything by cute, I don't know. You know what? No. I will not apologize. Women always have to apologize, and I'm not sorry. I'm a little sorry. I don't like yelling. It makes me feel bad. But if I don't, who will? I'm leaning in. I'm taking up space. This is a strong woman thing to do. But really, is it? I don't know. It might just be the male version of what the strong woman thing to do is. I don't know. Do you? I just want to be like chill. But I don't want to be chill. The time for chillness is over. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. Can someone please stop me? Don't stop me! Can someone please stop me?
I think that...
No, no, no. You don't get to talk for me. I didn't mean to take that out on you. It's just a lifetime of microaggressions. It just builds up and it's not fair to lash out here. But you know what? You wouldn't know the difference between fair and unfair, would you? Because you're a big, stinky man. Yeah, I said it. Oh, that was uncalled for. I recognize that you use your power to amplify the voices of women. I think that's great, and I thank you for it. But no, thank you, okay? I'm leaving.
Well,
I don't have a thing left to say, but I left my stuff here, and I'm gonna grab it, okay? Before I forget, say goodbye to this. Am I gonna get fired? You know what? I don't care. I don't like this company anyway. Although I'm sure most companies are like this, so like, I don't know what to do right now. Honestly, please don't fire me. Nothing seems to be right. Do I stand up for myself or do I ignore myself? I really don't think there's any way that I can win. Ah! Wait! I've changed my mind. If I'm not here, then that's one less woman in the workplace.
I'm sorry that I called your presentation on 2018's line of kitten calendars cute.
I accept and reject your apology.
Hi, I'm Jess. If you like that, subscribe to Dropout, where you can become a part of the exclusive Dropout Discord. I can even tell you my secret for solving one of these. Just take this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Heyo! Genius! All right. Who's the smarty pants now?